Hello again. My last video, I hope y'all enjoyed about the thrift shop finds. At the end of it, I showed y'all, my book of shadows that I did and that I made. I actually got the idea from Jamie Book of Shadows. She's on YouTube, and she does a Charm Book of Shadows replica, and that's where I got the idea to make mine. If y'all want to make your own, go watch her video. It's really neat. It's a really cool book that she does. But I was going to show y'all my Book of Shadows and kind of how I organized and everything. If y'all have any suggestions, if I should change anything to better help me organize it, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to change that to make my life easier. So, here's the front cover. I used vinyl tooling to do the front. My mom had this in her sewing cabinet. Just kind of got like a floral design on it. I used the leather strap and looped it like this, and then I just take these pieces and then I loop it through that and then come back through at the end and tighten it, and that keeps my book shut. There's 3 of those. The binding, she shows you how to do the binding like this on her video. I don't know if you can see that really well, but I do. I keep it on my altar. Most of y'all do, I'm sure. There's my altar behind me today. So, here's the front. You open it, and I have my inside cover. I just kind of printed off a little design off the internet. Did that. I call myself the Harvest Witch. So there's my inside cover. I took dried flowers and put them in there, and leaves, and not very artistic, so kind of drew a little tree and colored it with matte pencils. So, I have my blessing on this page, as you can see. So I wrote it myself. On the second page, I did the Wick and Read. Like I said, I'm not very artsy, so I have to print everything off and make it the best I can. I did the Laws of the Harvest Witch on the next one, kind of burnt the edges of the papers and make it look old. I love the parchment, the way it does that. My Laws of Power for my solitary rituals. The Morrigan, she's my chosen goddess. I love her. She's fierce. Then I have the Charge of the Goddess behind that. And then it goes on, and I have the God, the Horned God, the Charge of the God that you read at the rituals. Then I have my tools of the Harvest Witch. And then I put how to consecrate each one. On each page I have my athame, my bell, and so forth. And just kind of, I like my little broom. I think that's the artsiest I got in here, was drawing my little broom. A cauldron, and, just all your basic tools. The wand. Then I have my elements page. Yeah, don't laugh at my drawings. I really love my book. It took me forever to make it. And then I go on, and I have all my elements and everything. Let's find another section. And then I did the Wheel of the Year. And what I love about how I did my Wheel of the Year, I did, the correspondences for each sabbat. Like Solon right there. I have the symbolism, symbols, the herbs, that correspond with that, and so forth. What kind of spells you should perform, activities to do with your families, and stuff like that. So it kind of helps keep me on track. Then I kind of like how I did this. I don't know really where I got this idea, but I did an incense and an herb recipe, or oil recipe for each one, and then I put a little piece of homemade paper here, and I made an envelope out of homemade paper there to put my incense and oils in. You pull it out, I have a little wax paper pocket full of my incense for that sabbat. So all I have to do is pull it out and use it, and I won't have to make any then, which I'll probably end up making more because I love making my incense. So I did that for each sabbat. And then at the back side of that, I have the ritual that I wrote for each one. Recipes like drinks, and food, desserts, salads, you know, that correspond with each holiday or celebration. Get to the next one. Then I have my S-spots, however you want to say it. I have my full moon pages for each pantheon, like shamanic, Celtic, and neo-pagan, what flavors they call their moon and all that. Like December is a cold moon for Celtic, so then I have my full moon ritual. And then I did kind of my own little thing. I went and did a full moon prayer candle ritual. If any of y'all would like that, give me your emails and I'll send it for you. Send it to you. That way you'll have a full moon prayer candle ritual. New moon, my circle casting. I like this page. I burned the hole in it on accident and it kind of turned out neat. That's my invocations and prayers page. I have my quarter calls. So I can see it. Quarter calls. It's all in pencil, so y'all probably can't read it very well. Solitary communion. You know how I do my cakes and ale ritual by myself. Giving offering. And then I went and I did a correspondence page. I have all my lunar correspondences for a full moon, like what sign the moon and sun's in, the element for the moon, the element for the sun, and the theme that you should, you know, do your rituals or magical workings around. Same as the new moon, moon sign, zodiac color, element, what magic you should perform, what to avoid, what to be careful about doing, like watching your own temper, getting too involved in ritual, and further notes, you know, that go along with those. Planetary correspondences. Cardinal points on this page here. North, south, east, and west. Colors. Most of the colors that I use of my candles and everything. Okay, and then I have my spells. This is my spells section. I have my recipes in here. Again, I burnt the pages to make it look neat. Oh, yay! Recipes for my bath salts. I love making bath salts. So it's next to incense. That's probably my favorite thing to do. They're so relaxing. Bouquets, like healing bouquets, wet bouquets, stuff like that. Incense. I drew my little incense, my little thing. Like I said, I'm not very artsy, but it works for me. The sashes. Come here. There we go. Don't have any recipes for that. Then I have a section for magical herbs that I use the most and what they correspond with. And then after that section, I have divination. This is probably one of my favorite. I love divination. My favorite one is probably my runes and tarot cards. I printed this off. I thought it was neat. It's a little page to work your pendulum on. I don't have a pendulum yet. I've got to find me one. I have not found the right one for me yet. But they make a lot of these on the internet you can print off, and I like this one, so I just printed it off and stuck it in here. The more I find, the more I can put in here, so that works for me. A little description on how to use my Ouija board according to my practice. Scrying. Tarot card, I have the Celtic spread. There's a diagram and what each card corresponds with in your life. And then I actually went through and wrote down each meaning of each tarot card, and that took forever. I'm glad I did it though, because now I don't have to read that little bitty 2x1 booklet. So I did all that. That took up a lot of room, but I'm glad I did it. I don't remember stuff like that. I like reference. Let me get to Where's it at? Runes. I love my runes. I went and drew the runes that I use and the description of each one. So like few, and it has its description, all that. And then I have a section that's just extra blank paper. It's for miscellaneous notes and extra paper, you know, to put in here. I did it scrapbook style, so all you have to do is unscrew it right here and just add and subtract pages as needed. And then the back cover, I did yarn. I think I showed y'all this in my last video. Yarn to separate all the important sections. I think I have one for the sabbats, correspondences, and spells. So I enjoyed making my book a lot. Camera back, there we go. Enjoyed making my book a lot. It was a lot of fun making it. My husband, I think, was gonna go mad because I was working on it like every night for a month. It took me probably about 6 months to finish it because I'd make it and then I'd get busy, wasn't able to make it anymore. So, but I finally got it finished and I love it. But if y'all have any ideas, any questions, feel free to comment. You know, if y'all feel like I need to change something about my Book of Shadows or have better ideas for me, that's what this channel is all about, is sharing ideas. I'll put a link to Jamie's Book of Shadows. That way y'all can make your own if you want. Inexpensive, very inexpensive. I used 2 pieces of cardboard glued together for the front and back covers to make it thick. And then I think I used cardstock, I think, for my, no, what did I can't remember what I used for the spine, but it could have been cardboard. I think it was cardboard. So, but yeah, that's my book. I hope y'all like it, and blessed be, and have a great week.